new client obviously is buggy here and there, so sometimes you don't know if somebody's there or if they're offline or Steam or whatnot.
Yeah, and so again, just so it's a little bit of a little bit of ease of watching the game. I'm gonna put those overlay little things up again, which is just the text box of each of the teams. Maybe I'll try and find their like logos and actually put them up there so it's a little bit more professional. I know that you guys like things professional, but Ryu, break this down for me. OG have Batrider this time around. How are you feeling about this hero? He seems like he's still pretty strong.
He's pretty strong. I think he just picked Nyx though. They're thinking about it. They're like, okay, do we open up with Ogre Luna again, or do we go with like Ogre Nyx Assassin and just go a different carry? I think that's their thought process right now for Alliance.
What do you think is stronger?
I think they have to get. Well, apparently they're just going to do a completely different thing. They're just going to use Night Stalker to abuse that. So now they can just go for a totally different draft if they wanted to. But, Luna's still a really good hero. It worked out last game. That's why you just have to think, okay, well, what worked, what didn't. Nyx Assassin worked last game, and then at the same time it didn't because Nyx did get countered by the Night Stalker's vision game. So instead of letting Batrider and Night Stalker cause them vision problems again, they're just going to take it away. The only reason that Alliance were in such a good shape last game was because Lodo, like you said, was 6K, 7K net worth ahead of everyone in the game. And if he wasn't, that game was pretty much over. And OG should have won it. But Loda putting the team on his back there, as well as that Nyx Assassin there at the end. So OG, now they have to think, Night Stalker and Luna. What do we do now?
Oh man,
what do we do?
This is a tough one. Yapster played a fabulous Night Stalker last game. I think that pretty much just kept him in the game, and you got to that point where you were feeling like Alliance were going to start running down lanes, just consistently taking tier 2 towers, shutting down all the shrines, and it really became more difficult because they were getting picked off as they were heading off in their separate directions, and then you kind of had these long spread out team fights, and you weren't able to get the most wombos of combos. But guess who it is? It's going to be a Yapzor Earthshaker. You gotta love this.
It's always fun to have an Earthshaker in your game. Can combo with anything. You get off a good block here or there, just can kill anyone. Even Batrider. It can help set up Batrider in that easy off lane. You can fissure block, have his creeps in the back, so sets up a nice early game roaming.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know. I would imagine that as Earthshaker, there's a lot of points where you're like used to hitting a fissure at a particular spot, and maybe with some of the map changes, that could change things around a little bit where you're not as comfortable. And maybe we'll see some missed fissures because of that, but I have a feeling that, he's going to do well. Yapzor is sort of legendary for this hero. How well do you think he fits in with the rest of what their draft is trying to accomplish? Like, is there anything in particular that you could see them using to abuse with the Earthshake, or any strong combo you like?
I don't think there's necessarily that strong of a combo left because, like, normally before it could be like Earthshaker plus Darkseer, but Darkseer was banned. Earthshaker plus any mid laner is just potent. What we used to see two, three patches ago was like Queen of Pain, Shadow Fiend. They could still run something along those lines. I think Shadow Fiend's a decent hero in the sense that if he has a good early game, you get a BKB against this lineup, and then it could be very good for OG. Just have somebody else who can hit buildings, go around the map. But what else is there that's really left? Meepo. Interesting band there.
I mean, you got to think about it, at least with no tail and taking Earthshaker as well. It sort of takes away one of those counters, so don't want to lose off any shenanigans, that's for sure. Rubik, another great one. God, I got to say, I love this hero. He's so much fun to play. I'm terrible with him, but he's great. He's so good.
I think he's fun. I think he's probably one of the most fun support heroes there is out there.
Oh.
All right, so this is like a Rubik's heaven right now.
Really?
You can just fissure is easy to steal. Batrider lassos, decent to steal, like decently hard at times if he just lassos and stickies. Then you have Brewmaster ultimate. Sometimes Brewmaster doesn't have that much mana after he comes out of his ulti. So then you can just get those easy steals if he doesn't get the clap off afterwards. But Alliance here.
Reserve time.
So that's going to be probably a Brew mid, Batrider, potentially Batrider and Earthshaker off lane. Alliance have a Rubik Night Stalker Luna. I don't know if they're going to go aggressive this game, but they need to start picking up their safe lane and their mid. So they know it's going against a Brewmaster, and with that Drunken Haze change, it's like 70%.
I want to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's at every level now 70% chance. So it's on a 4-second cooldown, 70% miss chance, and it only costs 25 mana. Like, that's so abusable in lane. And I mean, granted, you do have 3 strength heroes here, so there could be some Timbersaw shenanigans, but still, that seems like it could really wreck almost any mid laner.
Yeah, it goes like it lasts for 4 seconds, and then it goes scaling from 8, 7, 6, 5. So technically, you could have a 1 second downtime with a mana cost that was nerfed by half. So just every 1 second downtime, you're going to be missing 70% of the time, which basically feels like 100%. I'm not going to lie. Whenever you play against this hero, and it was before, the 50% chance was basically, it felt like you were missing every like 100% because every hit mattered. Because you're like, okay, well, I'm going for this last hit. Well, I missed that. I might have hit the other 3, but that doesn't matter. My last hit matters.
I mean, when you were playing for mid for, was it Pretty Boy Swag? Was that the team back then?
Yeah.
Did you was that you played a lot of Brew? One of the things that I feel like with this guy is that you do require like a ton of high skill cap and like getting everything off in the team fights perfectly. With all of the changes, do you think the Aghanim Scepter is worth it for him?
Ags to me on Brew is, I think it's nice and cool to have all these extra abilities to use, but at the same time, is it more valuable than a Vlad's and an AC in team fights? That is the biggest question you always have to ask yourself. And when I look at it every single time, I say the answer is no.
Okay.
Like, having Vlad's with a Terrorblade now, having an AC with a Terrorblade now, it's almost a must. But it's just personal preference, and he'll probably go along the same route, but I do think Ags has a place in certain games. Ags this game against an Omni Knight, not too sure. Not too sure how it's gonna work out there. So Omni Knight, interesting pickup. Terrorblade, one of the good heroes to have here. He can build a Diffusal Blade at any given time, can wreck the Omni Knight. So I love the Terrorblade pick. You also have the problem with Terrorblade too is having defensive heroes, right? They can pick up Dazzle now, or they can pick up, well, Dazzle was banned by them. What else is there that's really left that's defensive by nature?
Wyvern is still available.
Yeah, but it's not that good this game. They already have the defensive Earthshaker, but you want some heals.
10 seconds.
Like I said, the Wyvern heal though. Oracle.
Yeah.
Weak in laning. You don't want to pick an Oracle when there's an Earthshaker and Terrorblade. You need like this.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. The other healer.
You got it.
This is good.
Another quick thing. Storm Spirit, is that a possibility here? You can just last hit with Remnants instead, and then you've got BKB Omni Knight Storm Spirit.
It might be sniper time.
Sniper time?
10 seconds
I don't know.
remaining.
There's no OD. There's no Alchemist for the Acid
5
Spray.
seconds
You need some
remaining.
heroes that can defend towers. Dragon Knight doesn't look terrible, but at the
Reserve
same time it
time.
does look terrible. I don't think there's any hero that can really beat the Brewmaster mid, or since the changes
10
with
seconds remaining.
the Drunken Haze. Plus you got Shrine.
Ooh.
So yeah, they're gonna have to go for the. They're going for the later stage game.
All right. Well, here we go. We've got it. All the heroes taken, and Alliance are going to put all of their hopes and dreams on the back of an Ember Spirit. Played, I'm assuming, by Limp. And in the meantime, I mean, is there any other way that we see like OG go for a Batrider mid and it's like Brewmaster off lane?
You could. There's nothing wrong with that. I just think Batrider benefits more from the off lane, just because you will always keep 2 heroes there most of the time. Omni Knight's not that bad against Batrider 1v1. I still think Batrider will come out ahead. As we saw in the last game, Batrider should have been able to solo kill the Nyx,
10
but
seconds
he was
remaining.
a chicken. We'll just put it hands down to that. And so he didn't get that early kill. That could have snowballed him to a faster blink dagger, then faster setups around the map, then force and BKB, yada yada yada. But
well, we'll see if they can solve the problems from last game. It does look to be OG who's going to be in that side, so we'll switch these guys around for all you fine folks out there. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's go high production value.
Can I have the overlay too? I want to have the overlay too for me, so I know which team. Because I always have to
look
take.
At the stream.
I have a no. I have a 1 second brain lag sometimes when I don't have it there. That's why you hear me say like, psh, and then it's like what? I'm just trying to figure out which team is on which side at times. I'm like, dang it, stop doing this to me, Val. I'm already slow enough.
All right, we're going to add these on right here because I think it will be helpful to everybody, and I want to make sure, you know what, we do high-quality streams here. We don't leave the overlays on. We don't, mispronounce words or abilities. We're just all about that production value. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
All right, so the early movement out, food, EGM going to be trying to place down a ward for himself. We already saw the TP out as well and getting an observer ward down by these fountains. Where do you feel like now you need to place these observer wards? We've sort of been humming and hawing about the map changes and everything. Is there like early objectives that you really need to be cognizant of?
I think shrines and runes are going to be the biggest assets to put your wards at for the first 10 minutes of the game.
Okay.
10, maybe up to 14 minutes of the game. Even so, then most of the time by like 15 minutes, teams still won't have a like all the tier 1 towers. But yeah, here you go. Deep ward here. Can scout out to see top room. Who's gonna get it?
Looks like they're gonna pull him back in, take the bounty rune, give a couple of hey how you doing's. The end are taking damage. They
both
do
have boots too.
That's scary. Well, there we go. Early stuff. Again, it's a best of 3. It's game number 3, so it all comes down to this for the Alliance and OG. Of course, this is still just the upper bracket. If either team happens to fall here, they're going to have to face off against the winner of tomorrow's match, which is Elements Pro Gaming facing off against Alternate Attacks. So a lot on the line for these teams. A land spot coming up soon.
I'm just watching mid lane. So in this matchup, you want to get Thunderclap first if Ember Spirit goes for the Flame Guard, but then afterwards, he's going to eventually get into the Drunken Haze. But he's used up all of his mana, so I don't know if he's necessarily going to have enough for them. There it is, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch this. Oh, he didn't even use it. Oh, he's like, I don't even need you to miss it. I'll just deny all of them on you.
What a guy. Oh, bottom lane, Loda going to get gone upon here, and well, he does have tangos, so he's gonna have to eat his way through a lot of them. A lot of damage being dealt out, and 4 stacks of that, but immediately taken off by Repel. What a spell.
It's the ability that Omni Knight is picked for.
Yeah.
I can tell you that much. Although purification's no laughing matter either.
In the meantime, Yapsor, they are able to get this pull off as well. It does feel like this is a pretty nice little combination here. The dual offlane of the Earthshaker and Batrider. If you happen to catch Loda out again, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. And well, Fissure's stealing some last hits. Nicely done.
Yep. Is he gonna? Who's gonna get this click? 4, 3, 2, 1. Not gonna make it. Rip Omni Knight, and he's not even gonna make it to cancel his clarity, which it did run out. Meanwhile, top lane Witch Doctor, 4 seconds left. Oh,
Radiant's bottom tower is
We'll
under
be fine
attack.
there. A lot going on, and well, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to find that kill on the Witch Doctor. So just a lot of back and forth so far happening. And well, in the mid lane, they're already dealing a good bit of damage. How does this matchup evolve as time goes on? Because it doesn't feel like anybody's going to rotate in towards mid at all.
I think it's about even. S4 is not really the mid laner that he once was, but he's still pretty good. And all you have to do really is just use your Flame Guard. You can no longer take off the Flame Guard. Oh, as you were talking about that.
I got
Might
it.
have missed.
I got it.
Oh, wait, oh, I missed it because I was just looking at the mid lane. I was captivated by your
Thank you,
ideas.
man. Well, I mean, it's already looking like it's, you know, Ember Spirit that's getting somewhat aggressive here.
He's just bottle crowing now. There we go. Speed burst on the way.
Well, so far, leading the CS is going to be that Terrorblade Brewmaster combination, and then a little bit below that. I mean, I guess you could say that Batriders gain a lot more out of this lane than you're seeing the dual lane of the Night Stalker and Rubik, except for the First Blood.
It's just trying to shut down Terrorblade as much as possible, but saying that, he's still got 18 CS, and unfortunately they're not really slowing him down. But they are at least letting Night Stalker have a decent time.
Oh, this really hurts. In a lot of trouble, but not going to be able to get it. So the clap does not break through the Flame Guard, which is kind of a problem now for Brewmaster. Oh my god. Really?
He can use Salve. He should be using Salve right now. Panda needs to use Salve right now. Or S4. I'm going to message him right now.
That's a good point. Yeah, he actually can be, because you can heal up through it.
Terrorblade did go down. And Witch Doctor's getting dove. Cast will fly.
I want to go for it. Right clicks, voids available.
Oh, S4,
Jukes.
my buddy.
Okie doke.
Ooh, he did. Got invis runed.
Oh my god, there's just so many kills going on all over the map. 3-0 so far. YapzOr trying to see if he can take down this Ember Spirit, but it's not quite going to be there in time.
Earthshaker is level 4 though. It's always nice when you have a level 4 Earthshaker. He's got 500 gold almost, so he's going to have a relatively nice timed arcane boots this game. And meanwhile, top lane is that level 2? No, level 1. Big. Yeah, so that won't get
enough. Throw out the void as well, and just keeping this Terrorblade back a little bit. Yeah, a lot of early aggression by everybody, and Brewmaster's going to try and slow down this Ember Spirit. Still doing a good bit of damage, able to take the aggro off of him for the moment, and back at it again.
Both teams just shrined up at their respective off lanes, so now they're just going to immediately go back in. This ward will scout him out though, so Terrorblade should not die here.
Did they go for the wraparound? There's a lot more juke spots in the area here, but they do manage to get the lift back, pull him in. Gets off the void as well. Lots of damage being dealt. They have the bongos. Sunder, turnaround. Can they kill him off, though? Doesn't look like they'll be able to get that Night Stalker. Meanwhile, Food EGM trying to escape. He does not have another lift, but another Null Field, or rather, Fade Bolt. Get rid of that illusion, and he might be able to escape here. Real close. Nope, they get the kill. Nicely done.
Interesting. YapzOr going to be picking up that bounty rune. Top rune goes to the way of S4 clicks. And it's going to be a really good rune for him. If he can use this arcane rune. So he should be flying out a TP soon. Hopefully getting his first ulti off with the bottle. I think you go bottom. Meanwhile, speaking of bottom, Loda's just like baiting this. Got the Omni Knight behind him.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they want to smoke bottom.
Yeah, they're getting ready.
Radiant's middle tower
Ain't gonna
is under
TP.
attack.
Just gonna go for it.
This is going to be a little bit interesting. Omni Knight obviously very hard to bring down, and since he does have that repel up level 2, they have the courier there. They end up going for it, but spread out their damage, and one goes for the Omni Knight, the other two go for the courier. They don't get anything. All right, Fissure a little bit off the mark. This gank is not looking good. They use the bruise split, but I don't know if that's even going to be enough to kill them off. They lift up the Luna and now try to turn onto it. All right, I mean, I guess if you're going to bring 5, it happens.
5, man. 7 minutes in the game. That's how much love. And then now we have 80 seconds left on until the primal split is back up. So well worth it. But mid tower pressured.
Yeah. Well, we do see the tier 1 tower starting to take some damage. Witch Doctor's in the area as well as YapzOr. Going to throw out the Fissure, and well, Ember's just going to be able to remnant on out of there. No problem.
So we'll see what happens next for the side of Alliance. They know everybody rotated to the bottom lane, but it's really hard to pressure the top lane because it's just a Night Stalker. Meanwhile, Witch Doctor. Ooh, they saw him place that ward.
That always hurts. You know it's going to get taken down. There's not a whole lot that you could do about it either. But
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
next couple of minutes here, do you think that we see the side of OG keep on grouping up and trying to take down the rest of these tier 1 towers with Terrorblade and next Brew ulti? Oh,
yeah.
Actually, hold up. This might be a dive. They again go after the courier. A little bit of a misplay is, well, they don't know which way they want to go. Can Ember Spirit actually bring down this Witch Doctor? Turn again, heal is on, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. They turn onto the courier again. Night Stalker not able to find it. Still doing a little bit of footsie back and forth as the Brewmaster ran into the Ember Spirit while he was invis.
See, Maledict got a huge buff in this recent patch, but that's like level 4. And what you pick Witch Doctor to do this game is kind of have some heal and some sustain. So if you don't have the Voodoo Restoration and you're going for this max Maledict build, it's not going to work out. It might get you some more kills, but it won't give you more sustain for these team fights. So he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, deciding like, okay, what do I do this game? And so he decided that she's going to have the level 1 heal, and this is where Witch Doctor wants to have a lot of levels, but still only level 5, obviously, because it's 9 minutes in.
Ember Spirit goes into the middle of everybody. Decides to throw out a couple more. Rubik steals the fissure.
He doesn't
nice
have
play
enough
there.
to go back now.
That's a little bit scary. They drop the Brew Split and now going to chase after this Night Stalker. Throw out a boulder. A couple more hits are going to come out here. They lift him up into the Tornado. Repel already comes out onto the Omni Knight, going to keep him alive. And another fissure from the Rubik might be enough. I think the Night Stalker's still gone regardless. Yeah, the right click's coming in. He goes down. Brew's now back with it. They actually able to steal Brew Split. Food silence for the moment, but EGM making the plays on the Rubik here. This might be enough to turn it back around. Yapsu are in some trouble. They get off the Brew Split. Now going to turn on to Ender. Pulls off the Sunder. But I think he might still go down here as they have the eyes on him. They could go for the lift up. Tornado. Lucent Beam comes in. Eclipse as well. Turning. They take down No Tail. Now in a hell of a lot more trouble after they got that Brew Split taken. But I think they might be able now Alliance to turn it back around again. Another
no.
fissure. They're controlling the Omni Knight. Rubik in some trouble. EGM is probably going to die here. All 4 heroes just chasing him down. What a chaotic team fight.
Fight. Keep going. Stop. All right. Is this my tower?
I think they get it, right?
I think it's going to be denied. I don't think they have the resources.
What a weird one. Lots of damage expended and 5 kills in total. Still no objectives taken. They might even just be able to hold on to it. It's not quite within deny range.
Man, that team fight was very beneficial for the side of OG more, I want to say, because that team fight got them closer to their Blink Daggers, and that's more potent in this game. So Earthshaker is 1,000 gold away from his Blink, as well as the Brew is about to pick up his. So even though the kills were even in that team fight, it doesn't really tell the tale of what just really happened. So now Radiant have to be a little bit more scared coming in these next team fights when they find out the Blink Daggers are coming online. But they do have the nighttime to work with here for the next 4 minutes. So, and they will be getting a tier 1 tower top.
Good stuff for them. I mean, you do need to be a little bit careful, though, because down bottom, they brought back in the Omni Knight. It was so much damage coming in. Well, all right, Guardian Angel keeping him alive, just going to TP away. Easy TP for the Omni. Unfortunately, No Tail did not quite have enough damage after that Metamorphosis to do it, but he will take this tower.
Radiant's middle
They denied the mid
denied.
tower.
Nice stuff.
They denied the mid so they could fortify bottom. That's funny.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, interesting, yeah.
Dire's
But
top
now-
tower
It
is
saved
under
it. He didn't get the last hit. It was
Dire's
planned.
structures
No
are
Tail, you
fortified.
fool.
All along, but yeah, mid lane now is where the action's going to go as Loda is starting to hit the tier 1. They go for the blue split immediately, and Now on to Loda. They were able to take down the tower, but he's going to take a lot of damage. Purification comes out, still trying to control and kill off this Omni Knight as they have already lifted the Luna and, well, turning onto her. Can they get within range? Another lift from Brew ulti, and they still haven't done enough damage though. Oh my god, did they really? Yep. Rubik on top of it. Oh god, this is actually going to go really bad for them if they don't get out in time. Fissure comes out. There's going to be the repel. They're chasing down Yapzor. Can they catch out and kill these guys off? Spell Magic could come out to bring Earthshaker, and that should be enough to find the kill. Yeah, he's gone. Witch Doctor ulti though onto Loda. He's brought low, not enough to kill him off though. Purification comes out. Brew Clap slowed down for the moment. Ember Spirit trying to get out of there, and it does look like he'll be able to get that separation away from No Tail. Well, another cask could fly, but no, the repel is going to keep him alive.
They have the blink in 5, but yeah, not going to be able to chase it anymore.
Good stuff. So 7-7.
Making it look easy.
Yeah, how does he get that every time? I mean,
it's just too easy. The animation for Bruce Thunderclap and everything is just going to be way too slow. As long as he's just right there, and S4 has to immediately blink dagger away before he sees him, or something along those lines, right. Because casting a spell won't be in time.
That's a great game for the Rubik, definitely. Levels-wise, we're starting to get into those first couple of talents, so Ember Spirit has not opted to put anything into his as of yet. For the Luna, we've got the 1 in the 15 damage. Terrorblade has decided to go for health regen, definitely good for him. And in the meantime, we've got +3 mana regen for the Brewmaster, so wants to keep getting all of those abilities off in the midst of a team fight.
I think mana regen is just overall better. Even though attack speed would be nice, because you farm faster, and then you're going to be scaling into the later game, because he's going for a Midas, so his original Brewmaster is going to be doing a lot of work once his ulti runs out. Because eventually he'll be getting like BKB as like 3rd or 4th item, maybe even like second or third because of the lineup composition that Radiant have.
Speaking of Midases, we do have one that was just picked up on the Night Stalker as well. Oh, this ward placed down, they're actually all wrapped around on, and Ember Spirit is behind them as well. If they go too far here, I mean, they need to wait for the DD rune to wear off for Terrorblade, but the wraparound is coming. They've been able to catch on to one. Ember Spirit is actually going to be one that gets jumped upon first. Brew Split comes out, actually 2 of them, so the Rubik and the Brewmaster, they're trying to chase it down. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, they're looking for Yapzor. Loda is there. The other Brewlings are on top of Loda. They lift up the Ember Spirit, still controlling him, but no real damage coming out from either of these ultimates. Loda controlled. They bring down the Omni Knight almost. They need to wait for that Guardian Angel to wear off. There's the Eclipse that comes out. That kills off the Witch Doctor, so no more heals, and Ender, he has to get a Sunder off. Doesn't manage to get a good jump away there by the Ember Spirit. It's still going to maybe come at the cost of Loda's life. So they take that kill, but Ember was not the one that got sundered and killed off.
Yep, just a really good team fight, and that kind of all started with No Tail just solo killing the Night Stalker. He was just like trying to play around with No Tail, but he just got burned. That was really fun to watch. And then, like you said, the Rubik already used his previous steal, and they were just playing cat and mouse with those tornadoes.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you don't see those interactions all that often, but what a great game for a Rubik. And now, I mean, we're getting closer to the second set of talents that come in. We'll see what options they opt to go for, but right now it's just feels like it's all OG getting what they want around the map as far as pushing potential is concerned, but Lions are keeping up in the fights. Ember? Is he? Are they just going to let the Witch Doctor die? All right, he doesn't end up getting out of there. Food is going to be able to get killed off, so they take down that Rubik. Now looking for a bit more. Night Stalker hung around a bit too long, going to get caught by the cask, and now the Night Stalker is also going to die. This is starting to feel like a big opening for OG if they're not careful on Alliance.
Yep, and that's where you're seeing, okay, well, we smell blood. We're going to go find some. They still have the Echo Slam. They have the Blink Dagger online for Earthshaker. Lasso's back up now. So this is where it's going to get rough. And this is like one of those times where we talk about Batrider. Level 10 did not skill up his talent tree, maybe because he doesn't know, or just maybe because Firefly has more value to it.
Well, not that he doesn't know, but that's one of those things where you like instantly accidentally click it, which a lot of people have been saying happens, but totally. As Ember Spirit now, oh, that really hurts. You can't allow that to happen. Oh man, and now they're just hitting on the tier 2 towers. OG, they take their opening and starting to look to tear down these structures. I mean, they're going to go for some counter push with Loda on the tier 2, but I mean, do you even stop here?
No. You want to force everybody back and then put a lot of damage and force Glyph out at least.
Half duration left on Metamorphosis. They're pulling in food. EGM is gone, and high ground is being pressured. OG starting to take the base of Alliance. Loda is still up in the top lane. He does have a TP scroll, but has got to be careful. Tier 3 already going down. Metamorphosis is going to run out really soon. So OG need to be real careful here. They already bought back onto 1, but food EGM, he's going to end up going down. Oh, man, this is looking really bad for Alliance. I mean, they're still going for the counterplay up top, but I don't know if Loda's going to be able to do enough damage to compete with the Terrorblade.
Nope. They do push. Well, once the tier 4 tower is down, though, Luna can push faster than the Terrorblade, but not until then. So, smartly back up. I'm wondering why they're shrining here. Do they really need that? They weren't that unhealthy on their mana, but now they're saying, hey, look, let's go push top lane. Let's get some more map control. If they take this tier 2 tower, this opens up a lot of space. See, this is the thing. With the new iteration of shrines, you kind of need to take out all the tier 2s and then take out the shrines in these top 2 locations so that you can do Roche.
Right.
Like that is the new objective play style that is going to be interesting to see, because you can still, even though you have all the tier 2 downs, and even like having 2 Raxes down or even 4 in the bottom and mid lane, you can still just TP to this this shrine up here, and then you can still go to the Roshan fight. So that's going to be interesting how teams approach this.
Absolutely. I am kind of curious if even right now, if you're Alliance, if you even think about trying to, could you even sneak a Roche anymore? Or is that something that's just a little bit too dangerous?
Not for Alliance. Yeah. They're only going to get a Witch Doctor here.
Oh, that increased cast range given to the Night Stalker. Nice stuff. Pick that talent up for himself. You do have Brew in the area. Actually got his Blink Dagger broken, and, well, did you just crash out of the game? Yep.
Nice crash, Volvo. Yeah, boys.
Okay, a problem that I'm going to see right now. Brewmaster got his broken, got his Blink Dagger broken when he tried to go in for the clap, which means that all of them are going to be walking into Luna Glaives, not attacking for like a second, and that's probably going to put them out of position.
I'm back on Dota, guys.
Oh my god, what happened? Oh, they just all ran back. All right.
Did your Dota 2 crash?
Yeah.
How did you tell? Oh, you're already back in?
Yeah. Looks like Witch Doctor died.
Well, Witch Doctor died beforehand.
Oh, he had died beforehand. So everybody just headed back home. That's fine.
Good stuff. I think that benefits the Radiant way more.
Really?
Yeah. That benefits them. Because I think they would have lost that team fight, hands down. Because they had massive TPs into the mid lane. Even though they lost the Witch Doctor. Oh, Ember Spirit died. Oh, that's... Well... That's a pretty big deal.
How did he die? Where did...
He died at the bottom lane somehow. I don't know how.
Oh, did he like walk into the tower or something when they
He might have got solo killed before the game.
Okay, that's probably what happened.
He probably got solo killed by the... I don't know. Echo Slam was probably used though, because Echo Slam's on cooldown right now.
Alright.
And he was dead for 40 seconds, so I'm pretty sure he got caught out by Earthshaker.
Oh, we saw that gank down there. We'd
yeah,
that.
at the top with Lasso. Yeah, alright. Don't worry guys, don't freak out. But why did it show down there? He got kicked off where this ward is. What?
I don't know why it showed down on the bottom lane. That's really weird. Again, another strange thing. Yapsor though, 2% fissure. Nicely played. Does not have the follow-up, though, and it looks like they're actually going to go in, pull back in the Night Stalker. Lucid Beam connects onto the Brew. Does he get his ulti off? He is going to be able to. Now the turn, but they are going to be able to make the getaway. As Ember Spirit, well, he's actually low on mana, and they get the Diffusal Blade off on Omnia. He's gone. Now Rubik stealing Fissure, keeping the rest of the side of OG back. And
they got Luna. Like, please help S4. Got another
Loda?
Cyclone. Oh, 1 second.
Yeah, that's a good decision to head back out of there. That probably would have been the death of him.
Yeah, the rest of the team is like, screw you, S4. We're going to do Roshan. We don't care what you're doing. Your ideas are bad.
All right, well, they're going for Roshan, and the TPs are going to start to come. Night Stalker is there. Yapsor looking to keep them back, but Fissure comes out from the Rubik and, well, doing damage. There is the Aegis picked up now by the Terrorblade already. Loda is gone. Oh, and now Food EGM, he is dead as well. This has gone about as bad as it could for Alliance, as OG are looking to take more. They have Lasso back up in 10 seconds if they can get into range, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think that they are going to be able to push with this, though, and man, that is a huge problem right now if you're Alliance.
Yeah, you know a team is scared when they have 3 full people that can heal up at the shrine and that are using it, and they're not even fighting there.
Yeah.
That's when you're scared.
Sustains, gold remains.
Well, Omni Knight, level 10. Do we have any other upgraded abilities as of yet? Terrorblade went for the 175 health. We've got Brewmaster, who is able to, actually hasn't picked up his next one as of yet, but should be in a second, I'm assuming.
You know what would be nice? I don't know how they'll do this, but when you press E to look at the hero levels, then it shows the
that would be great.
Talent tree. That would be
phenomenal.
That would be superb.
I'm sure they're going to look up a lot of different ideas, but probably most important is making sure the game works for the people playing it rather than the people watching it.
Of course. I mean, you still need to get the level up hotkey for the talents, because most of the time you don't even realize like you're level 22 and you're like, oh wait, I just got this over.
Invisrune, they've got their eyes on him. In some trouble right now. They're going to get the clap. Fissure comes through as well. He does not get out of that one. Brewmaster making it happen. Apparently it was the Echo Slam that crashed the game. That's what I just saw.
Probably did. I mean, it was on cooldown, right? And we didn't see it.
Yeah.
So it had to have come out somewhere.
Bottom lane, we've got EGM and Loda who want to try and pressure this out a little bit. I mean, given where we're at this point in the game, do you, if you're Alliance, how do you try and play this out? Can you take 5-on-5 engagements?
I think the only hope you have in this game is for Ender Spirit to get really big. Like, he needs at least 2 more items at this stage, or 1 more, and then working on his 3rd. But he's only got a Battle Fury. It's only 25 minutes in. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
But he needs his Blink Dagger so he can't get picked off. You got the towers.
Look at this damage. I mean, granted, you are losing a lot of these illusions very rapidly with Ember just continuing to spam out the Sleight of Fist, but I'm not sure if it's going to be soon enough. They jump for it again. Brew ulti comes out. They lasso in as well. The Ember Spirit, he is going to go down. Well, no, actually able to remnant away. Nice little play there. And
missed Echo.
It does look like Loda in some trouble, and they kill off the Omni Knight before he gets that one off, and they're bringing back the rest of the buybacks. Omni back in it, ready for the Guardian Angel if they want to throw it out at some point. Hasn't done it as of yet. Can they burst him before he gets it off? No. They get it off. Still want to take this fight, though. Ender might need to just turn immediately onto those barracks. There's going to be a big ol' ulti coming out, but oh my god, they're able to get the Sunder off. Nicely played. Double kill right now as well. No Tail making it happen, and GG well played gets called before it even ends up taking a full lane of barracks.
Welcome to Terrorblade Gaming, guys.
All right.
They just didn't really have a hero to pressure him enough in the lanes. He got free farm when they were running a dual lane against him. He transitioned very well. The Omni Knight pick as a support didn't work out because they were ready for it. They counterpicked with the Terrorblade. And when you don't have like a Sand King or something to really punish him in the lane like that, then you're just going to get wall-upped in this mid game, which they did, and That was a quick one. At
Yeah.
least we got to figure out some bugs in Dota.
We got to figure out some bugs. Again, it's such a strange thing whenever a patch comes out, because it just feels like every team is trying things and no matches really looks the same. It's an exciting time to be a Dota 2 fan. I'm loving it.
Oh
and
yeah,
I can't wait to keep
it's so
watching
fun
it.
to play. It's really fun to play when you just have everything new. It's just like learning again. It's like when you play this game for like 2-3 years and there's no updates. It's just so stale. It's like you can't do that for the rest of your life. You just